Welcome to Crimson Tide Connection, where we visit with your favorite coaches and players. And I'm joined by the head coach of the Alabama soccer team, Todd Bramble. Coach, how's everything going?
Good. Happy to be coming off of a long road trip and it's a good week of training ahead.
As you said, you're coming off a long road trip. You're actually undefeated coming off that road trip. You had you tied with Vanderbilt at 3 in double overtime and came away with a 2-1 overtime victory over Kentucky. Let's talk about coming off the road trip undefeated, and how do you feel about the team right now?
Well, we had kind of mixed emotions coming out of Friday night. We found ourselves down 2-1 at halftime, after controlling much of the play against Vanderbilt in the first half, and then, got scored on a counterattack in the first 10 minutes of the second half. So all of a sudden now we're down 3-1 on the road. Vanderbilt's home opening SEC game of the season. A lot of adversity to deal with in that situation, and proud of the team for the way they responded and came back and at least got a draw out of that game on that night. The overtimes were exciting. To be honest, it could have gone either way, but coming out of there with a draw was important at least, especially after being down 3-1 to begin with. And then our focus for the weekend really was to find our best Sunday performance. We were still in search of that, and really happy with the way we played on Sunday up at Kentucky.
Coach, your team has showed they can handle adversity on the road. They go into overtime twice and they don't panic. What does that say about the maturity of this team right now? Well,
we're maturing as the season goes along. We're evolving. I think we're becoming a good road team. We understand what it means, what you have to do to be successful on the road. But being able to replicate our performance on Sunday, coming off of a tough Friday night game, all the travel that was involved, I was really proud of the way the team responded on Sunday. We were up 1-0. We played really well in the first half and scored a great goal to go take a 1-0 halftime lead at Kentucky. And then they tied the game up in the second half. And once again, we could have found ourselves in a situation where we're feeling sorry for ourselves. The home team has all the momentum. But we really finished the game strong, and then the overtime period was never in doubt. And, Pia Risedike scored a great goal for the winner for us, and that was a fun celebration.
Coach, you know a little something about overtime games this season. In 6 SEC matchups, you've had 4 overtime contests. Just what does that say about the parity of this league, and how tough is it to manage those minutes with the players?
Yeah, all 4 of our games. The only games that haven't gone to overtime have been our home games. All 4 of our away games have gone into overtime this year, with 2 of them going to distance. But our players are fit right now, but we also are comfortable playing a lot of our players that are on our squad right now on our roster. So, I know we're using 15, 16 players, especially in our Sunday games where depth becomes a bigger factor in deciding the outcome of those games. But speaking to the parity of the league, it's every game is nip and tuck. There's no easy games. Certainly there hasn't been up to this point. There won't be for the rest of the way.
Speaking of no easy games, you head on the road again this weekend as you travel to College Station on Friday to take on Texas A&M, in Fayetteville on Sunday as you take on Arkansas. So it's going to be some tough matchups coming up.
They are, but I mean that's why the players choose to come to a school like Alabama, where once you get into conference play, every game means something. Every game, the intensity of the game is what players want to play for. That's why I come to a school like Alabama. So it's not something that we're shying away from. We're eager to accept the challenge.
And we'll have a preview of those matchups later on in the week. But for now, for head coach Todd Bramble, I'm Chris England for Crimson Tide Connection.